Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing sort of a channel updates video for August 2015. Also going to be answering some random Q&A viewer questions. Okay, so I definitely wanted to do this one because, people have been asking about some different shows and reviews and stuff that I usually do. This year I found it pretty hard to keep reviewing all the different shows that are on because I'm watching a lot of different shows this year than I was last year. So I wanted to give you guys an update on that because people who subscribe for Under the Dome reviews, Under the Dome moved to a Thursday, and it's a weird day for me. I can't always do a review, that day or the next day for Under the Dome. Sometimes I don't watch it for a couple days later, that type thing. So it's I haven't been able to do weekly reviews. Plus, that show, man, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, the premiere was good for season 3, but then after that, it's like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know. It's been okay the last couple episodes. I might do some reviews. I'll definitely review the finale because if that's the series finale, I'll definitely do that. But it's going to be hit or miss. It's not going to be every week, and because they switched the day, it kind of screwed up my schedule for what I usually do. Sunday nights, there is, of course, The Strain, which also is a series that I reviewed almost every episode last year. And this year, again, I reviewed the first couple, and then I kind of stopped. Basically, the reason with that is I watch the episodes of all these shows because I enjoy them. But I don't always do the reviews because if there doesn't seem to be enough people that are interested in watching a review, then I'm not going to do it. It's just not going to be, it's just, there's no point. If I spend half an hour putting out a video and nobody watches, it's like, no, it doesn't matter. So I watch the episodes, but I won't always do the reviews. The Strain is like that too. I don't know. It's an FX series, and a lot of people don't check it out because it's on FX. FX is not, I don't like FX as a network in terms of, mass viewership. There's hardly anybody watches that channel in particular, and has some great stuff, but just hardly anybody checks it out. So that's why both Under the Dome and The Strain, I haven't been doing reviews for every episode like I did last year, last summer. Also because, it's just different stuff. I'm watching Mr. Robot and Humans. Humans ended last night. Did a video talking about the second season of that being renewed, which is a really good show. If you haven't seen Humans on AMC, it is really cool if you like AI, if you like robots and, that kind of thing. It's a very realistic, real-world type of take on a synthetic robot servant, so to speak. It's got an interesting slant to it. It's a pretty fun show. And then Mr. Robot, I really like a lot, man. It is a really, really fun show. It's on Wednesday nights. Awesome series. I'm watching every episode. Only reviewed the premiere, but that's just because I could, again, same as with the others, I could review episode to episode, but if just nobody's interested, I watch it, but I won't always do the review because it's just nobody cares, right? Some series are like that. So that's kind of what I've been watching lately. Of course, Dragon Ball Super as well, too, which I probably will be doing as well. Same kind of thing, reviewing it when there's some big stuff coming, but maybe not every single week, even though I've enjoyed that a lot, too. So, of course, aside from that, the Walking Dead videos, as usual, trying to continue with those for you guys, do as many of those as I can. But I do need more questions from you guys because I haven't been getting, I get some, but I haven't been getting that many for the Q&As as of late. And video suggestions, send me whatever you got in a private message. It's through the About tab on the channel for Walking Dead. Game of Thrones goes the same way. I love to do Game of Thrones videos as well too. And just need, questions for Q&A, stuff like that. So send me what you guys got if you got any Game of Thrones questions or, of course, Walking Dead questions. So that's pretty much what you can expect, of course, going forward for the next little while up until the premiere for Fear the Walking Dead. That's one that I will be reviewing every episode, definitely every single one for sure, because it's got The Walking Dead in its title. So same with the comic book series and everything like that. Review every single one, all the time, always. So that's what you guys can kind of expect to come in August this year. Can't wait, of course, for Fear Dead to premiere. Can't wait for The Walking Dead to premiere. I look forward to them, all year round. Walking Dead, of course, Game of Thrones series like this. I used to look forward to Breaking Bad, but unfortunately that's done now. Better Call Saul was good this year, though, too. So that's a fun show, too. So, yeah, send me your questions, guys. Send me what you got for video suggestions, and I'll take them into consideration. So I have a few questions here from you guys. This one was, I forget who asked this one, but it is, which season of The Walking Dead do you rewatch most or find the most rewatchable? So I think, well, season 5, of course, because it's new, is one that I've watched already pretty much a few times every episode. Season 5 is a really amazing season. I think it starts off incredible and it ends incredible too. I think it's the best season overall, The Walking Dead so far. So season 5, and then aside from that, season 3 probably, because Season 4 was good at certain parts, but other parts it's really slow. Like the second half has some slow parts that are good watching the first time, but not always good to rewatch. Season 3 is a lot of fun to rewatch because all the action and everything. So you guys know Season 3 was my favorite season up to Season 5 just because it covers so much of those awesome comic book series moments at such a fast pace, and it's just really fun all the way through. A lot of things happening, a lot of characters being killed off, and they kind of in Season 4 they kind of step back from that. You know, you have like character deaths, but they started to go with a formula of like they made the deaths feel really important, and they spread them out more. So you'll get one death here, one death there, but you won't get double big episode or one episode double huge deaths, and then like the finale of Season 2 where you have the death of Dale and then the death of Shane, and then Season 3 the death of Merle, and you know the death of Andrea, Milton, and all those characters from Woodbury. So they're really death heavy. Afterwards they started to kind of get away from that. So Season 5 probably the most in the future as well too, and then Season 3 for me. Season 2 is always fun because of the Shane stuff, and Season 1 of course is good too, and it's short and sweet. Next one's from Justin Reed, and he says, "Hey Trev, it would be cool to see an updated house and stuff now that you're moved in, but if not, I get that because it can get a little weird showing everyone the inside of your house. LOL. Love the content, and best of luck on YouTube, man." Well, thanks, Justin. I want to put this one in here because some people have asked for that, you know, collection updates, stuff like that, but it's a very small part of the subscriber base that wants to see that. So I could do that. I have a new kind of unit over here, which is pretty cool, my Dragon Ball stuff and Batman the Animated Series stuff. Then, of course, the background's pretty much the same, except for the addition of the Morgan figure. But I haven't gotten that much more new stuff. It's basically been the same. Plus, I live pretty modestly, you know, with regards to the house. It's not like a you know, $300,000 house or $250,000 nice, you know, house, YouTube cribs type thing. I am very frugal, and I live very frugally. This is a very inexpensive house. I've had some problems with it, that kind of stuff, but there's not really much to show. I did one video when I first moved in because I was really excited, but compared to a lot of people's houses, yeah, it's not that much. But that said, you know, it's very cost efficient. It's very inexpensive to live here. It's the cheapest way I could live compared to an apartment or anything like that. There's just no comparison, even with the problems I have sometimes. So yeah, but I could do that. It's just that I haven't gotten that much more new stuff because I haven't been buying a lot of stuff the last year or two. Once you get out there on your own, like Justin's the younger guy, I saw his picture. Once you get out there on your own, you start living on your own, you start realizing like, man, I really shouldn't, like, it's like, should I buy this or not? When you live with your parents, it's like, okay, I can buy this, I can buy that, I can buy whatever. When you get out on your own, it's like, do I really need that? Because, you know, like, you got to pay for everything. So it's like, you know, the bills and everything, they always, you know, they're always coming. So, you know, you really question, it's like, do I really want it? I mean, should I really get it? And usually the answer to that is no, you shouldn't. At least that's the way I am. Some people are different, but I think that's a good way to be because you'll be prepared if being frugal is a good way to live because it's more stress-free because then if something happens, you'll always be more prepared than you would be if you spent everything you make. So there's something for you younger guys too as well. Don't look down on people that are cheap or frugal. Think highly of them because they understand that a lot of times that stuff that people buy like crazy isn't worth it, and a lot of times it's better to be frugal to live a more stress-free life. So think of it that way. So anyway, that's my perspective on stuff, and I don't have that much to show. I mean, there's a few things I got. Show you the Morgan thing, you know, but that's, you know, the Morgan figure, but not much else, man. Not too much else new stuff. Very rare do I buy. I buy hardly anything these days. Next one's from Gumi, megpoid. It says, "Hey Trev, a question for Q&A. When Carl pulls a gun on someone, do you think it could be Morgan in the house with him? Thoughts?" Okay, so he's talking about the trailer. In the trailer, you've got one scene where Morgan's coming through. He's got his staff, and he's kind of walking through quietly. And then another one, you have Carl, and he's kind of looking back with a big, I think it's like an assault rifle or something, a gun. And it looks like it's kind of like some kind of animosity between them. At least that's the way it looks like the clips are structured in the trailer. But it doesn't look like that's actually, like, it doesn't seem to me like Carl would be pulling a gun on Morgan. I assume, the wolves have gotten into Alexandria somehow, and Morgan is looking for them, and Carl is maybe protecting Judith, or, just kind of protecting himself and looking out to see who's coming with the gun. So that should be fun. So I'm excited to see either Carl kill somebody, which would be good, or Morgan just beat the snot out of some guys, maybe without killing them, which would be fun too. Next one's from Taryn Chanel, and this is about humans. He or she asks, are you going to do more reviews for humans at AMC? So this was asked a little while ago, and I did do the season 2. I didn't review the finale of Humans. I could do, but I don't know how many people, again, are interested. I watched it. It was really good, but I may or may not do that. We'll see. Probably not, to be honest with you. Next one's from Adam Condon, and he says, Trev, do you think that Judith will become a Carl-like character in later seasons? Plus, I watch all of your Walking Dead videos and love your channel. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Appreciate you watching and everything like that. And I will. I'll stay on YouTube pretty much as long as I can, and because I really do have a passion for it. I really do love it, and I enjoy talking with you guys and hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome, so I love you guys. Okay, so when Judith, but it's going to take so long for Judith to grow up. That's the thing, because right now we're going into season 6. If we get to like season 15 or 20 or something, then she could be. But even though that is true, it's not a year in the zombie apocalypse each season, right? So 10 seasons from now is not necessarily going to be 10 years from now in Walking Dead time. It could be 2 or 3 years. So Judith could perpetually always be younger and could never grow up unless they have time skips and they allow the time to go by faster, which even in the comic book series right now, if Judith was a baby born at the beginning of the series, at this point in time, she would not be Carl's age. She would, or when Carl is when they start, she would be like, just like a preschool kid, like maybe grade 1, like 6, 7 years old, something like that. Not younger than that. So it depends on the pacing, but based on that, unless The Walking Dead goes on for 20 or 30 seasons, we may never see it. It depends. A lot of things can happen. But I would say that the future for Judith, if we do get to see her grow up, yeah, she would be something like Carl. Time skips could help with that, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Anyway, I won't go on for too long. I think I'll call it there. So let me know what you guys think about the questions. And there's your updates for August for what you can expect. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind thumbing out the video below, sharing it through, favoring it, if you wouldn't mind. And if you want to do me a favor and you're new and you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. This video is mainly, though, for subscribers already, for my friends here on the tube. Not for the trolls. Nothing for the trolls. I don't do anything for the trolls. I do it for you guys because I care about you guys. You guys are awesome. And sorry I didn't get a video out for you guys yesterday on Sunday. I was just busy on Saturday and, again, not that many ideas. So that's the big problem. If I have an idea, boom, I can do it. But if there's not that many good ideas, it becomes difficult sometimes. Anyway, thanks as always, guys, for all your support and all your love. Much love back to you. I'll call it here. So for this video, guys, see you for the next one. As always, it's Trev. And peace.